Welcome, everybody, to Lenox Hill Neighborhood House, home of BWL Varsity Soccer. I'm William Rosen.
I'm John Berk.
And that's not varsity soccer, it's varsity volleyball.
Yes, it's volleyball.
Volleyball here at Lenox Hill is a pivotal place, a pivotal game. So let's get this game started.
I think you're supposed to be silent during the points.
You can be quiet. This volume's good. We'll get into the game a little bit later. It's senior night as the first possession is underway. That's going to be York Prep.
That was a nice play by 3 on York Prep getting it. That was a nice play by 3 on number York Prep by getting it back into play. That was a nice serve by Tatiana.
Tonight is senior night, John, led by 2 seniors, Serena Epstein and Ari Beha, and we'll get a little bit more in depth towards the end of the game. A nice hit by Holly to number 4. To number 5. 15 hits it, and Rachel cannot get it. 2-0 York Prep early in the game.
That was a good spike by 15 on York Prep. She's got size, so she should be the hitter.
Number 11 to serve for York Prep. York Prep sporting some very nice blue uniforms.
Yes, they're very nice.
Oh, man, an ace.
A miscommunication there. Miscommunication. No one called for it. They hit it right into the pocket.
Number 15, the coach is on the court, it looks like, unless the blue line is out.
It's the blue
Rachel
line.
Gets it over.
Oh.
And that's BWL point. 1-3.
First BWL point. Good job by Rachel by getting it over, but a mistake by 5 by hitting it right into the net.
Serena Epstein, the senior to serve on senior night. How perfect fitting that is. Serena Epstein, a nice serve to number 11. 11 hits it to 5. 5 will bat it up, and 15 will spike it. A nice spike. Rachel cannot control the ball.
Wow, I think they looked like they might have been going out, but even still, that was a very nice spike by 15. That was a nice spike by 15. A lot of power behind that.
It's 4-1 BWL.
No,
the scorekeeper
York
tonight is Lissy Gersten,
Oh, wow.
the junior, as another ace for York Prep, as the score is 5-1. John, today is probably the final matchup, at least at home, for the Birchwatton Lenox varsity team, as they've had an up-and-down season record-wise, but they have looked really decent. John, I don't know if you knew this, I learned this last time from Coach Cahill. If the ball hits the side
scaffolding,
the scaffolding or the catwalk on this side, on our side,
returning
it is legal play.
Yeah,
that's number 15 to serve.
Yeah. Out. Okay. Even though 15 hit that one out, she has a wicked serve. They might want to watch out for that.
Julie Rosentalk to serve. Gets it right over the net. Number 11 bats it up, and that's legal, but that is going to be out. Point BWL, 6-3.
Nice job by getting it over the net by Julia, but a mistake by York Prep. Unforced error.
Julie Rosenstock bats it up right over the net to number 3 of York Prep. Rachel with his nice 2 hands to 3-5. A nonchalant hit. Can't get it over the net. That was a nice hit. Very nonchalant by number 5 on York Prep.
Yeah, one problem for Berk. You want to use 3 hits. Rachel just hit it softly over in the front row. You try to get 3 hits.
And John, thank you for joining us. Usually we would have Jack Shear here. John is also going to be helping us this year.
Yep.
That's it. Wow.
Can't do that.
You can't do that.
That's an illegal. That's not allowed.
More like a false start of sorts?
Yeah, a false start. Everyone but the center.
Everybody but the center, exactly. Or exactly.
Yeah, everyone but the center.
The batter. What is the position? Server.
Center. It's the server.
Server. Holly Rosen to serve, no relation, of course, as I mention every day. Oh, a nice little...
yeah.
Oh, and that's going to be a nice find by Holly Rosen.
Nice serve getting that one over. Had a nice downward action on that.
A lot of communication I see in the back right with Julie and Serena, 2 of the leads of this team, as Holly Rosen to serve again. Refs called time for 2 shots.
A York player is tying her shoe.
Time was granted.
Okay, here we
Holly
go.
Rosen to serve. Holly Rosen to number 15, way in the air. This is the 3rd hit. And can't get it on the net for number 5. Very nonchalant by number 5. Sometimes can't work out for her.
Yeah, 5 has made a couple on York Prep. Has made a couple of unforced errors, leading to some points for Birch.
Doing our side judging, it looks like coach and gym teacher Mr. Russell, and he's nice.
And
can't get over the net. A faulty serve. Score is 8 6-8 York Prep.
Yeah. That could happen when I'm looking at Holly serve. She sort of just slaps at the ball. That could happen.
Just down one player of Harley Cratta as they cannot. Number 5 again.
5 did the same thing. She just slapped at the ball. It's going to be unlikely that gets in.
Anna Fuchs to serve. Anna has really stepped up her play as of late. That was a nice lofty serve for number 4 in white to 11. Can the spike get through? And it does, and that's in. That was nice. No one playing about.
Oh, no. I can tell you what's going to happen right here. York Prep is I don't know if they're very good but they're at least trying the spike. Birch is not doing that. They're not even attempting to do that.
You think it's height? Or
I think that could be part of it and athleticism, but they're just not trying to do it.
Nice. They need more communication. They're not talking as much.
They need to use 3 touches.
You weren't here, but they got a call for that. You weren't here, but they were facing Mary McDowell, and it was so loud in here, John. It was like, I don't know. It was in an unbelievable stadium. Timeout. Mona Cahill. As we're going to walk over here.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you an issue right now. So we're right here. I'm going to tell you an issue that I'm noticing.
All right.
York Prep is using 3 touches.
Okay.
Birch is just getting it over the net. That doesn't work.
John, you really are a big volleyball guy, more than me at least.
Yeah.
What do you see so far in this total game, both sides?
Well, I feel like Birch isn't making horrible mistakes. Like the points that York is getting, they're good hits. There's nothing you can really do about them. Because it's just hard to do. It's like at the spikes, but Birch, that's normal. But the problem here is Birch is not spiking the ball. Right. I don't know if they have someone that can do that, but maybe 17 Serena Epstein can do that. She seems like
we're gonna walk back over here.
She seems like she has some height.
As it looks like the 17 set.
7-10 York.
7-10 York.
Yeah.
Looks like I believe that's number 6 to serve for York Prep. Underhand serve. They need a call for that. There's no verbal communication here, and that's the key in any sport. Can't get over the net for number 15. Number 15, the tallest one on the court, maybe between her and Serena Epstein, the senior.
Yeah, look, that was still a good hit. She just missed, but they're using 3 hits. It's what you want.
Richard Berliner on underhand serve, a nice slide there. Number 15 bats it up. Communication. Tati called for it. Rachel cannot hear. It's like outfielders for the Yankees.
Yeah, no, that's usually Rachel's ball. Tatiana should not have called. I mean, it's usually the backcourt's ball when it goes that way.
Can't get over the net.
Yep.
First point, it's going to be
8-12.
It's going to be
8-12.
9-12 or 9-11?
No way it's 9-12.
9-11? 9-11.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, yeah, it is. Tatiana Berger to serve.
Never forget. Oh.
Can't get over the net. Tati has been fantastic with her serves as of late.
That's a missed opportunity for Birch. You have your best. That's a missed opportunity for a run. You have your best server, and she doesn't get the ball over the net.
As number 11 to serve. 11 to Anna Fuchs. Julia cannot get it. Maybe she should have turned around and maybe gave it a pivot.
No. That was a good idea. If she should have passed it to Serena, or the way she was fishing, she could have passed it for Holly, and Holly could have placed it somewhere directionally, like in a corner.
Number 11 to serve once more. Communication, they need to be talking.
Oh.
And that's in play. Rachel needs to know that.
Oh, that's not her fault. That's unfortunate.
Something about this, if we can get a wide-angle shot.
And does it go to 25?
What are they doing here? They're holding hands? There's some move there.
Yes, you can switch. That's a rule. You can do that.
You have to touch, though?
Birch, yes.
Rachel calls for it. Doesn't matter.
Birch should be doing that. They should be switching.
We had an interview pregame with Miss Cahill, the coach. We'll talk to her later about what she's seen so far. This is a pivotal game. Has put up implications.
I think it's win or go home.
Anna Fuchs. Communication is key. Rachel needs to track the ball. It's a pivotal thing.
Look, I don't quite know what to say. They keep on hitting it off the ceiling. It's not really their fault.
Nice hit to Rachel. Gets it over the net. And Julia cannot get there. Score is plummeting at 17-9. John, are you more of a beach volleyball guy or an indoor volleyball type of guy?
Indoor.
Indoor? You haven't participated in beach volleyball activities?
I have, but it's a bit harder.
11 is served. What's where they need communication?
It's a great serve. When Rachel's there, you have to know the server, William, because if a server hits it back middle, there's no reason for Rachel to be in the middle.
11 to serve again. Tati with her wristbands on.
That's Rachel's ball.
That was out, 19-9. I'm going to plug our Instagram at SportsBWL, as I always do, for our highlights, updates, game times. For now, going to be Winter Sports coming to me, and I make the catch.
Oh, what a catch! William Rosen with the catch.
I make that catch.
Oh, man, I don't know if we got that on video, but that
I
was
did trap
amazing.
it, though. I did trap it.
You trapped it,
I
but
trapped
still
it.
counts.
But score the goal, I might have, what's the word? Jammed my thumb, actually. And it hit right over. That was nice. Oh, a major mistake. I did jam my thumb. Tomorrow I will have a bruise.
That's okay, William. We're going to persevere. But that was a good hit by Anna. And number 5 has the highs and the lows. Sort of like Evan Fournier. She plays very well, then she doesn't play very well.
Serena Epstein under the net has to be careful. I'm not sure how the slope interferes. Serena on the hand. They call for that. Number 4 in the white to number 5 to number 3. To Serena cannot get there, will not risk her body, and I appreciate that for her.
It's hard to defend against that because there's no real height in the front row right now. Julia, Holly, and Anna, none of them are very tall. And it's just, it's hard to defend against that.
Looks like a sub is coming into the game in the next switcher.
My God.
The sub coming into the game, and senior number 10,
my God.
Ari Behar. Substitution coming in for junior number 22, Rachel Berliner.
Oh, God.
Rachel looked fine. A couple of miscommunications there.
There's no way they just took her out. They just took their best player.
They just took number 15 out, maybe to try and get.
York.
Well, they are up 22-10, playing 25 in a set.
If maybe they're taking it easy.
Looks like some communication with coach and goalkeeper Lissy.
Wow,
As Julie gets there, a nice hit.
It's a good start.
Number 4, number 5, number 6.
Look, that's...
Oh, communication nice by Tati and Anna respectively. Number 4 to 3. A little unnecessary on their part.
No, it's not.
Anna nice. To 13 to 3. Tati, a nice rally here. Number 5 to back to number 6. Can't get over there. A nice point for Berk.
That was a nice point for Berk, but still very impressive York with how they're playing 3 touches.
Julie Rosen to serve a 22-11 game. Right over the net.
Perfect.
Oh, they got lucky there.
Perfect. Sometimes you have to be lucky to be good.
John, they do this thing at most points. They will go on their knees for a brief 1 second as a kind of a scaring method. Julia Rosenstock to serve. Julia looked good on those serves. A nonchalant, very nonchalant. She does this little tapping move that I think is going to work for them in the long run. It's 23, 2 more points in this set for York Prep to win. Another substitution. Number 12 checking out. Number 4 checking out. 14 also coming in. Looks like
they're taking their libero out.
Hey.
They're taking their libero out.
Number 3 checking out.
Now, usually, if you have a different color jersey than your team, you're a libero. But I don't know if that's happening here. She may just be the captain, number 4. She's
a lot of hugging on this.
She's very good, number 4.
Number 14 to serve, gets it right over. Anna Fuchs cannot. John, for clarification, can she get that back herself if it touches the net? No.
She should have passed.
Game point for this game, 24-12.
It's called
set point.
Set point.
Can't get that one over. 24-13. We're trying to get some momentum heading into the next set.
It's over. Oh, and the jeez, man, that didn't go over the net. My mistake.
Holly Rosen to serve.
Okay, 11-point difference. See if they can get on a run.
Nice.
Oh,
that's
not allowed.
That's what's it called? Like a hold
double
or
touch. Double touch.
Double touch.
Not allowed to do that.
24-14.
Yeah,
I'm assuming points do not matter in ties here. I mean, like in standing ties. Total points.
I have no clue. I'm a rookie, man.
Gets it right over.
Great serve.
Ooh. Anna has to see that. That was in, and
that's too close. She has to get that.
Game one. That was
it's
in.
Over. Is this not over? Oh my God! They called it out.
They called it out. Wow!
Oh my.
Wow! That's unbelievable. I don't know if our cameraman Andrew got that, but that was clearly out.
Yeah, that was clearly
in. Excuse me, clearly in, and they call it out. If that's
a lift.
That's a lift. I don't know what's happening here.
This is poor.
2 points,
officiating.
technical timeout. Timeout, York Prep. 2 miscues as we walk over here.
Yeah, 2 miscues in a row by the officiating. As I clearly and clearly a lift.
All right, so
Huh?
good.
Yeah, it's good.
Two miscues as we're gonna talk to you here. 2 miscues on the officiating spot.
Yeah, that ball was clearly in.
That ball was clearly in. I don't know if Andrew caught it on the far right-hand side, as well as a lift by Ari
And I
Behar.
assume this is varsity. I mean, this is varsity. I assume they want to call it like it's a
As we get
varsity
back to the
game.
game for game 2.
No, not game 2.
Set 2. Excuse me.
No.
Oh no, we're back. Oh, that was just a timeout call.
No, yeah,
Sorry.
timeout. Already got the point, so trying to go on a run here.
Holly Rosen to serve. A little bit of a loudness over there. Does not distract Holly as that gets over. Julia, a rebound. To 13. Miscommunication. Oh, that was nice, but that is 3 touches as well as a glass hittage. 24-17.
Well, coming back.
Well, improbable. It certainly is.
Could happen. I've seen bigger. It could happen. Yeah.
Holly Rosen to serve. Gets it right on the net. A line drive. 11-5. Will she do the nonchalant? Yes, she. Oh, man, that is game.
That's a rough way to end the set.
Yeah.
That's rough.
I mean, from our vantage point, we'll walk back over here as the girls get reset.
That's a rough way to end the set.
I want to congratulate you and your senior year. I'm so happy you came back because I think you played your freshman year and then you took a little retirement, but it's really wonderful that you came back this fall and you were such an asset to this team. We're going to miss you terribly next year. A beautiful serve, little spin on the ball, so hopefully you'll see more of that today. Miss Tatiana, I want you hammering that ball always the Bronx. I want you hammering it.
You say Paris yesterday. She said Bronx, Paris.
I just wanted to go forward. Don't hit the net. Very quick on your feet at the net every time. You were always there. Your serves. Wow. I mean, you came a long way. You came a very long way. You should be very proud of yourself. And Rachel, I'm so happy that you played this year, and I'm going to see if I can get you more playing time and for next year. So, I think thanks for hanging in there because you are part of the team. So, good job. And my little pet over here did a fantastic job. I'm glad you came back out to play again. And all the energy in the world, and you drink some sodas. I think you're just going to bust it open today.
She just passed by. Wait, is this our last game or are we in play?
So this is the problem, and I don't know. The problem is Steiner ended up beating them in 3 matches, and see, we were ahead of Steiner, so that's had us back and forth. So since they won, and they beat this 2 seed, they might step down. So I really cannot give you a definite answer, and I don't want to tell you this. So this could not, if we win, oh my God, you're seniors! She made it, the little firecracker out there on the court. You need to let put your nice makeup on, you're all set to play? No, you're beautiful. We'd also say, girls, as I played an athlete, sports was the best thing. You get choked up. You don't get these years back. And it's so important because my friends that I played with are still best friends. I still hang out with them. We still talk about our reunions. We still have our state championship. We wear our sweatshirts that we had like over 40 years ago. I'm embarrassed to change to myself. But you girls, enjoy this moment, enjoy this game. Please have fun. Don't get down yourself. Way too hard, and I appreciate it as a coach that you moved your tutoring around this season. You girls worked with doctor appointments around this season. I knew that you had clubs in Tennessee, so just even that you made the commitment to be here, and then you took me. So almost everything I asked you to do, you did, and I really appreciate you girls for that. So, all right.
Beat them! Yeah!
All right, and we're back coming off of a 1-0. Wow, loud.
It's booming.
It's booming here for the Lions as they are trying to
let's go back to where we're going. We're about to
back.
start here.
We'll be back.
Let's go back
About
to our post.
Let's get some spirit on the bench here. On the bench, we have number 10, senior Ari Behar, Gabby Ringler, and our associate, Harris Whiton, who has joined us today.
It's almost like...
All right, York Prep. All right, that's...
Yeah, York Prep seems to have 2 very good players. So 4 and 5, 4 and 15. They're 4 very good players.
1-0 York Prep as Berk is the home team. This game is allowed to go.
This game is in sponsorship with the NYAAS.
A lot of nice birch gear signifying.
Yeah, I don't even know what this is.
It's called a tablecloth, John.
I guess
it goes over a table.
I know. I've heard of a tablecloth, but I've never seen this before.
It's part of the new Birch Athletics Athletic Media Department. No, it's not. All right, as we get ready to go, Miss Cahill, are you ready?
Woo!
All right.
I like it.
Do they not switch sides? Miss Cahill, do not switch sides?
Because of pandemic.
Oh, because of the pandemic, we hear.
Okay.
Number 11 to serve. Holly needs to call that. She does. Julia over her head. That's going to be good. 15 is back in the game.
Wow.
Holly to 5. 15, excuse me. It's back to 5 to 15 to Tatiana. That'll get right over a spike.
You can't do that. You cannot do that. You cannot attack. Never mind. I take that back. I take what I said back.
You can do that? You can
do
reach
that.
over.
You can. No. I was saying you can't attack. Like. Never
Can you
mind.
reach over?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Anna Fuchs, right, a line drive, a nice slide by number 4. It looks like the captain.
Holy.
I don't know what's happening over there with number 5. Like not showing on.
What was that? Number 5 is like so bipolar. Like she's so good and she's so bad. Like what is she doing?
Not necessarily bad, just a little bit of a strange front.
Horrible, but she's really good.
Inadvertent serve for number 33.
Number 5 is very good. She has good moments. Then she just has ridiculous plays that are like
uncanny, folks.
No, just like not allowable.
Led by number 15, as we could tell. We wish we knew their names, but number 15 on York Prep looks wow. That was not over, but that was strong. That was strong.
I mean, it wasn't a good serve. I mean, I don't care how hard you hit the ball. You gotta get it over.
Serena Epstein to serve.
I'd rather have a lollipop over than.
All right. They call on a hand. Gets to number 15, to 5. Tati to Holly. That looked like another lift, but not called.
No, that's fine.
Tatiana hits it over the net to 4 to 5 to 6. Okay. And then to Julie Rosenstock, back to the captain, number 4, communication is key. Number 5, don't know what's happening there. Then we're getting back to Tatiana, who lifts it up over the net to number 6 to number 5. She looks like a nonchalant. Anna Fuchs, nice. There's a great rally here. Number 5, will she do it? She does call for the game. Tatiana to number 15, a very nice, very long rally here. Number 3 to Tatiana.
Wow.
Call, Julia calls it. That's going to be in to number 11. Number 5. Oh, a very painful point to lose.
Oh, that was an amazing save by Tatiana. That was an incredible spike by somebody. And then, it would have made it even better if the girl. Oh, well, sorry. Okay. It would have made it even better if the girl, just barely went over. If she went up like she was going to hit it, that would have made it impossible to get back.
Julie Rosenstock to serve, our classmate and friend amongst many here
Great
today.
Colleague.
Great colleague. Julia to serve, number 9. She gets it over the net with plenty of room. Number 5, Rachel, with her signature 2-hand bat down. Number 5, it looks like what I would do. She's really nonchalant, and sometimes it works out for her, and sometimes it just doesn't.
Look, she's very good, but she has moments of just bad. Miss Cahill. Oh God! I mean, she's so weird because she's very good, and she's messing up the fundamentals.
Mm-hmm. The score right now is 4-4
in favor of the referees.
Yeah. Looks like Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line there for Holly, as she gets it right over, and that's going to be
out.
York Prep ball. John, I mentioned this always. I always like to tie in a little bit of real-world sports here. Nick started off the season last night.
Yeah.
As we host a podcast together, we always talk about our favorite Knicks moments.
Knicks, yeah.
Knicks looked good last night, but we're going to focus in right now to 4 to 11.
Oh,
wow.
My goodness.
Wow, that was Very, very powerful by the tall
They have
number 15.
no answer for her.
6-4 in favor of York Prep. Rachel. A nice slide by number 5, showing effort finally here. Oh, unfortunate as that goes directly off the net. A 7-4
that's not
game.
unfortunate. I mean, it's just a good shot.
Number 6 to serve, gets it to Tatiana, an underhand bat 5 to 11.
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. That is crazy.
It's ridiculous. It's unstoppable.
She really is phenomenal.
That was a good try by Julia, though. She got a good piece on it.
Just gets over the net for Anna Fuchs, but a misplay by her.
Anna Fuchs was bad. That was bad fundamental. She gotta come closer to that.
John, I've always wondered, is there a volleyball type shoe or just a tennis shoe or basketball shoe?
It's like a running shoe.
A running shoe, a standard running shoe.
Like
as number 6 to serve.
Like what Julia's wearing. Like Ultra Boosts. Oh, God.
Number 11. Oh, can't get it that time for the strong number 15.
You take those chances when you're that good of a spiker. If you get 85% of them in, it's a success. You'll deal with the 15.
Yeah, looks like she's getting a little tired there. But the game will go on. Number 12. Out. Birch Point, excuse me. As the score is 9-6 in favor of York Prep.
Yeah, that was a nice job.
Oh, that was strong. And that's
in.
That was in. Count it for Anna Fuchs.
Yeah,
line drive, but drops at the right moment.
That was a great serve for Anna.
And she will do it again. This one she's going underhand, which works out for her as well. Number 11.
Got that over.
Julia.
Don't touch it. Oh, no.
That was a net interference.
No, yeah, she touched the net.
Cannot touch the net.
She shouldn't have touched it. That was going over.
But you can't judge that when you're that in the moment.
No, I mean, you can.
Can you?
Yeah, I mean,
how often do you play volleyball like this in a competitive spirit?
Never. You can do that. That's a great serve.
But a nice rebound from Serena, the senior on senior night.
That's unnecessary.
Wow, that was great.
Was out, too.
Oh, gets over. A slidage by number 3. Rachel's apologizing, showing her kindness here at Birch.
Wow, model human, Rachel Berliner apologizing for something she did not even do.
That's what you get here at Birch, as Lizzie Gerstein, our side judge, gives the round of applause.
Lizzie Gerstein applauding the play. Hopefully they hear me. This would be a shame.
Number 11 to number 15. Wow.
Okay.
That is just...
Look. Number 15 is good, but that's bad fundamentals.
Unnecessary.
You don't do that. You don't do that.
You do not need to do that.
You don't hit it with one hand if you're not spiking
Exactly.
the ball. That's not a spike. That's a two-hand set over the net. She can do that because she's that talented, but, I mean, that's not something you usually do. You see how they're switching there? Number 5, they're putting their best.
Number 7, Holly to number 4.
They're putting
another
great.
Wow, that is like a I don't even know, a twirler.
Oh, you see what they're doing in there? They're getting number 5 in the middle because she's their best setter and their best, overall just tip her over.
Didn't even know her.
Yeah.
Number 11 to serve.
That's out.
As Mr. Russell makes the call. Mr. Russell sporting a nice orange
doing
t-shirt.
the nice hand signals.
As shown right now, Mr. Russell.
God.
Oh, looks like she's getting ready for a free throw.
Nice.
Tati, nice point. 12-10 in favor of York.
Yeah, that was a good serve. That was a good hard serve. Serve isn't all about speed. It's about placement.
How come Birch is not doing any sort of
I don't know. I can't tell you.
Maybe we find out from Miss Kayla.
Maybe we can interview her.
That was a nice serve. Nice serve from Tati.
York should call a timeout. They're clearly the more talented team. They should call a timeout and get their brains together.
Make that 11-12 in favor of
They
Birch.
should call a timeout because they're sort of losing it.
I can't get it up. It's 13-12 now.
I get Tatiana has a good serve, but when you're on a roll, sort of just want to get
Oh,
it
yeah,
over.
look who it is serving, number 15. Let's see if she gives it her all here. Wow.
I mean, it's a good serve. Rachel should have hit that. I don't know why she didn't. But
Number 15 is served once more. A 14-11 game here at Lennox Hill Neighborhood House on senior night. The
don't
final
touch
regular
that.
season
Don't-
game.
oh.
Anna. Oh, man,
look,
that
there's
was...
one thing about 15. She's
Strong.
out of control. Like, she doesn't
Too
have
much,
a lot
too
of
much, a little
control.
too much.
Like, that was out, clearly.
They got to be cognizant here. That
That's
is
in.
in.
Good
Nice
job
recognition by Anna.
Great by Anna.
As Tatiana gets there.
Great
That's
hit.
a beauty. Oh, what a save.
No.
Oh, wow. That had the potential to be a nice save by
Bad
York Prep.
communication, but that's a good hit by Tatiana by just saving it and getting it over, by breaking her serve.
Serena Epstein to serve. They call out every underhand serve. Maybe playing with Orion. Number 4 to number 5. Spikeage. A little bit of a spikeage. Not really. Rachel needs to get elevation.
Oh, that's not.
Not Rachel's fault, of course. Not Rachel. Just
Well,
unfortunate.
I mean,
16-12.
I mean, look. They have no Band-Aid for this. Save no treatment. They can't
Nice
stop.
serve.
the fight.
Anna Fuchs can't get anything going.
They have nothing.
A little bit of a lonely action right now
Look,
for Berk.
the thing for Berk is that they're playing on the defense the whole game. They're not attacking. It seems to me. Like they're not getting 3 touches. They're just putting it over.
That is
in.
unfortunate. Score right now 18-12. Substitution being called. Subbing again is number 10 senior Ari Behar checking out of the game. Number 22 Rachel Berliner, who needs some water.
That needed water. She was out there. Oh wow.
That's going to be through the
That
net.
went through the net. You see something new every day at the volleyball courts.
At the volleyball and basketball courts. Exactly.
Today it's a volleyball
Number
court.
9 to serve Julie Rosenstock.
Sort of like Rowan.
Ron Barrett. Okay, Barrett, of course. Number 9, Julia lifts it up. That was short. Number 5 gives it back.
Oh, no.
Unnecessary by number 5.
No, unnecessary. But she shouldn't be hitting. 4 shouldn't be hitting that with one hand.
That's a
An
two-hander.
overhead spike. No, just an overhead set, not spike. Or if you don't have enough power, just bump it. Get behind that. Guys, right now, our friend Harris Whitten is behind the camera. This is true camera work.
news. Oh,
That's-
that's number
We've
9
got
subs in.
Giannis Antetokounmpo coming in.
Number 34, of course.
Yeah, that's why I said Giannis. Look, this is impressive. Mr. Whitten behind the camera.
Got
Oh.
eerily quiet here as Harris Whitten mans the camera.
Look at that camera work.
Harris Whitten, we apologize. He's not used to this. Harris is
No.
not putting the pressure on the camera. Hopefully
No,
this looks
is a
good.
lot of pressure. That's a nice start.
Nice by Ari, but a little too far to the
A
right.
little, yeah. I mean, it's good she got her hands on it, but that's a bit out of control. How the hell is he supposed to do that?
Ooh, that's coming right to me.
Oh! I think it's fine. Let Harris do it.
If Harris could do it, please do.
Let Andrew take some photos.
7, Holly. Search number 4. Number 6.
No.
Anna Fuchs. That is
Out.
out.
I don't know if this is. Yeah. No, you say clearly. He can do it.
It's all in view.
Yeah, he can do it. I'll take over the play-by-play duties. Hit. Oh, what a deflection by Tatiana. Oh, what a deflection.
A nice
by
point for Berk.
Tatiana. I might be talking over William right now because I can't hear him. I'm not really near him. I don't know what William's doing right now.
As 11 hits it to 12.
Oh, point for Berk.
And the ball's coming right to me. I bat it to Anna Fuchs.
Nice set. Spike. Serve.
And that's another point for Berk.
Faltering a little bit.
As I'm coming back over to John. John, I apologize for that. Getting everything sorted over there.
Were you speaking there?
No, I was not.
Oh, I was speaking.
Oh.
I was doing the play-by-play.
That's great. Number 5 hits it. Calling it for number 4. And a Fuchs to number 11. To Holly Rosen. That looked like a...
Yeah, that's
number 11. Oh. I guess it's not allowed to hit your side.
I don't know if that was in, though. Was that in?
Was that in legally here?
Was that in?
That was in besides the roofage, right?
Never got it.
As the score is 23-18. This one's close.
Yeah.
Oh, not bad.
That's good.
A nice rollage.
No, that's good. She got it up in the air.
Can number 15... Oh, that could have been out.
Ooh.
Unsure.
That's good by Tatiana.
Nice play by Tatiana. As Holly to Ari. Lifts it right over. Holly to Tati. That is in. That score is 23-19.
Right there. Good hit by Tatiana over the net. To the back row. It's always good to hit to the back row. What?
As Serena hits it to Gabby.
Gabby.
Gabby gets it over. Oh, a point for number 34, Gabby Wingler. Timeout.
Score is 23-20 in favor of
Miss Cahill, coach of the varsity volleyball team. Miss Cahill has seen a lot of this year's performance, good and bad, but tonight especially is senior night. We have Serena Epstein and Ari Behar. They're seniors in their last year here at volleyball. What have they meant for this team?
Outstanding seniors. I'm so thrilled that they came out to play. Ari hasn't played since 8th grade, but she decided to come out her senior year and play. And she brought such excitement to the team. She's a great, great team player. She brings such energy. She's like a firecracker out there. And Epstein, my God, I couldn't ask for a wonderful server. She's always consistent on her serves. And she's got those tall, long arms, which was very helpful at the net. And as the season progressed, she got more aggressive at the net, which was a big help to a lot of our wins and matches and games.
Ms. Cahill, this is also the final regular season game for all the juniors and seniors, but for the juniors especially, what does it mean for them going into next year if they return as seniors?
Okay, so I guess I'm not gonna play volleyball after high school, so thinking that this might be my last game is kind of sad because I've played since middle school and obsessed with it, and I went to camp in Boston for it. So it will be very sad if this is my last game, but so I'm excited for it, and I hope that we win. You're welcome.
He's such
John,
a great guy.
What have you seen in that second game? Excuse me.
Well, it was sort of the same story as the first one, you know. I just I don't understand why they're not attacking.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they're on the defense the whole game. I saw only one overhand hit, and it was Tatiana, and it was sort of like an off-script hit, sort of like Zach Wilson off-script throws.
John, a big Jets fan, as we know. Me, myself, Giants and Knicks.
Yeah,
John, Jets, Knicks, Rangers, myself, Giants, Yankees, Knicks, primary, excuse me. But as we get back here, this could potentially be the last set that they play this year. It would be an unfortunate ending for this team, as they have competed hard.
Coach Cahill saying, stay in there with the mind. Let's see if that does anything. Do you think it will?
I think it will, but I think they actually just need to stop the primary players on their team.
I don't think they can. That's out of their control. They can't do that. Unless they get up on the net, they can't do that, and they're not getting up on the net.
And you don't think that they can go and do those...
I think they... Well, they could, but I don't know. They should try to get Julia and Tatiana in the middle because they're, clearly the players who make the least mistakes.
And looks like we're going to be coming back to the game in a minute here.
Oh, wait. We're going to have
Harris, our video man, is going to record this right now.
Record.
Lot of iPhones on the bench here.
Yeah,
We
a
have
lot of iPhones.
a gold iPhone case. We have a white iPhone
Bose,
case.
An orange Bose.
An orange Bose speaker
Who
here.
does that belong to? I might steal that.
I'm not. You have an iPhone here with a low battery, 22%. You have an iPhone here with medium battery at 53. You also have a MagSafe charger as the game is going to
Okay, let's
come
go.
set 3. Mr. Russell is making an important phone call. Let's see if he gets off this.
I wonder if this is regarding maybe.
COVID policy.
Well, maybe there might be some PED use on the other
Oh,
side.
of course not in nicest sports. We wouldn't want that happening. The judge is looking to make sure all subs are fair play. Everybody here is needed.
The ref doing his due diligence, so it's a good thing.
John, I love referees. You know, it's one of my favorite things to watch. Umpires, refs in multiple sports go, especially Kenny Maurer.
Is your favorite Angel Hernandez?
Angel Hernandez is sadly not my favorite, also known as the worst in baseball, as the referee is making some legitimate checks.
I don't know what's happening. I think they're checking birth certificates, maybe.
Not here at Athletics Hill. They don't need them. Substitution is allowed by number 4 as he comes over to the bench to talk to Lissy and grab the game ball, the official game ball.
Okay, the ref is wearing some white Air Jordans. I like those shoes.
Those are not Air Jordans, John.
Yes, they do.
Those are Air Forces.
Those are not Air Forces.
Then they're not Air Jordans.
They're Jordans of some sort. They say Air Jordan on them.
Oh, well then.
Here's the server of the evening, or at least of the team, it could be.
Miss Cahill.
Nice.
A nice serve, but 11.
Look, I mean,
This is
there you go.
number 15 to Holly Rosen. Number 15 to number 15 again as she. That is out. No touch. That was smart. That was smart.
Yes, that was smart. That's just not what they should be doing.
Birch or the York?
No, them. I don't know why 15 keeps on, like, is so attached to the spike. She could, set the ball.
Speaking of spike, Tati, and that almost went in. Would that count as a 2 or a 3? I think a 2. Deflection.
Well, she was inside the crease, so it would be a 2.
Exactly. Tatiana Berger to serve once more. Nice serve.
Oh,
that was another ace. Looks like number 1 wants a timeout, or is saying T for Tatiana.
I don't know. Maybe it's T for Tatiana because she's very good right now. She's on a roll.
Tatiana to serve once more. So we appreciate Harris Whitton's contributions. Oh, they touched it. That was out. And that is out. Another. That was lucky. That was out. Bad communication. A little tap dancing on the far side.
Yes,
As another timeout. Another timeout is called. They have called a lot of timeouts this game.
We've called one only.
Yes.
Why?
As we're here with line judge
with the ref
and our favorite guy here in the gym department, Mr. Russell. Thank you for joining.
How's it going, guys?
Great, thank you. What have you seen from this team so far?
Well, I mean, I saw a bunch of resiliency, in my opinion. I mean, they've been working hard, even though they're down 2-0. They're still fighting, and I mean, last game was close, so I still think they're right there. And as long as they can pull it together, I think they have a chance at coming back.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for is resiliency and to keep on fighting.
It is loud in here. Mr. Russell, thank you for your time.
Good refereeing. Keep doing your thing.
Tatiana being cheered on by the team as she has led Birch to 4 straight points to start this
they're
third
feeding
set.
off her serve.
Can she do it again? Let's find out.
I think she will.
Tatiana
Nice.
to serve. That's a high ball for number 6. Communication is 5 straight points off the serving from Tatiana.
Yeah. Wow.
5 straight
Cinco.
points. Me and John are now in the same Spanish class.
That's
We
true.
can speak
and
Spanish together.
the scorer. That's
First mishap from Tatiana.
in tennis, that would have been. Never mind. I said it would have been a lap, but it didn't go in.
John, it's 6, make it 5-1 in the third set here as the serve is good. Tati calls for it. That'll just get over.
I think that was
a
a
trap. They're gonna credit that.
I mean, not a lift. She sort of threw the ball. I mean, you can't do that.
You can't grab it. Can you?
She sort of threw it.
It was like looked like a trap at the net.
Not
It's
a trap.
6,
I just
make that
can't do
5-2.
That's out.
That's out. As Berk gets the point there.
6-2 in favor of the Lions.
Serena Epstein, the senior to serve on senior night.
Yes,
He's
also.
representing so.
Yep.
Serena calls for number 4 to number 5 to number 6. Make that number 3 to number 4. Calls for it to number 5. Right over the net to Holly. Can't get there. She does, but just misses the net.
What? There's nothing to say.
Number 15, a major
Whoa.
spikeage. That was actually very nice.
I wasn't even watching and I heard it.
That was a major spikeage.
Yeah, that was a very good strike. A very good set serve, actually.
Number 15 to serve once more.
Oh, God.
man.
I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Oh, man. Mr. Russell!
Oh,
with the
that's a
highlight
catch!
play, Mr. Russell.
With an Odell.
That is a good catch.
2 feet in, made a football move.
Mr. Russell's showing us that was a catch. Oh, yeah, he appreciates that. 50 to serve again. Oh, man. Can't get it over the net this time,
can't
and
get it
he is
over.
now out of serving position. Julie Rosenstock to serve. Score is 7-5
In favor of the
Birch.
Lions. It's the Lions.
It's the Lions. I had this conversation with Jack. Lions? Birch? I think Lions are more appropriate.
I don't know. We'll see. Will Julia serve like a Lion? Yeah.
Nice serve, Julia to 11, 11 to 6. Back to 11, up for Anna Fuchs, and that is out.
Why are they taking number 4 out? I don't know.
Number 4 is checking out of the game.
That's because they're up 2-0. That's
Number
why.
3 checking in. That is in.
A great
Holly,
serve.
that was actually very nice. A nice lift to Rachel. Gets it over to number 3.
Good job.
Just like what happened yesterday in the
Ah.
soccer game with Tobias Kloner. A major face plant.
Sure. I wasn't there, but sure.
That was a major face plant. Hopefully she's all right. I think she'll be checking out the game for right now. Oh, the coach is not happy with the team, making this very difficult. Holly to serve. Number 4 to number 5. Will she do the nonchalant? No, she will not. And number 6 slides and is out.
You know, it's interesting. They're all wearing knee pads. I never worn knee pads.
John, how have you played competitive volleyball then?
On sound. But not really.
Ah, short for Holly Rosen on the serve. Make that 9 to 7 in favor of
Well,
Berk.
may I say, I played on sand, but not beach. So it's sort of different, you know. It's not real sand. It's
So where do you find sand that is not on the beach?
artificial.
5 to Tatiana. Tatiana back to 5. 5 to 6 to 11. She gets it over to Tatiana Berger. Can't get it over. Tati has looked good on serves, but has not been perfect on a rebound. Number 5 serves it. Calling for it is no one. Just over. Back to 11. 11 to Tatiana. Oh, Tatiana and
Up
collide.
until that, I was going to say the communication has been very good this set.
Up until that.
It's been much better. It's why they're up by, it's why they're tied, really. I mean, been good communication. No,
It is a tie game.
no
exactly.
self-inflicted wounds.
Number 5 serves it.
That's
Can't get over the
nice.
net. And a Fuchs over. Nice. Going down on the ground. Giving him a Lion King-esque type maybe call? Some sort of call. And a Fuchs to serve. And a Fuchs gets it right over to number
Nice.
15. Number 12 to number 0. No one.
Something that should be noted is that Anna Fuchs does a underhand and then an overhand. She switches it up, keeps the receivers on their feet.
And this one's an overhand. Just gets over. A marvelous serve for the Fuchs.
Yeah, it's good.
Timeout. York Prep again.
The short serves do. You gotta be lucky to be good.
And we're back. Miss Cahill talking to her team as we are getting set to get back. Wow, very loud, very loud.
Loud.
Thank you. Gabby Ringler appreciating here. As number 17 and number 10, Serena Epstein and Ari Behar for senior night. Anna Fuchs to serve. Can't get it over this time. Score is
Unforced errors
13-10.
killed the team. Unforced errors killed. Should we just go climb out again?
Oh, nice play. Number 6. The court is wide, but not wide enough for number 6.
This is really what's the theme of the game. The team that makes the most unforced errors is losing. Right now, York Prep has a lot of unforced errors in this.
As number 4 hits it to number 11, and the serve is on.
Wow.
Gets it over. Lucky number 15.
Yeah, it's not lucky. It's just really good. And some people try to do that. Some people try to do that wrong. I don't know if she's
looks like a sneeze from number 1. Hopefully she's all right. As number 12 serves it right over to Tatiana to number 15. Back to 11 to number 15. She spikes it to no one. Rachel Berliner there, but cannot suffice.
14-12 in favor of the
I'm
Lions.
tell you the truth. Volleyball, a little more action than soccer. Not as lonely actions, so it's easier for us to communicate with you. Anna Fuchs to Julie Rosenstock. Lifts it right in the air to number 15. Back to number 11. Number 15 calls for it. Bless you, John. Number 30 to Serena. To Julia. A nice play by Serena, but that will be out. Point credited to York Prep, but a nice play, a nice diving play from Serena. 14-13 Birch in the third set. Doesn't get over. 15-13 Birch as a Rosen. Number 33, Tatiana Berger to serve. One of the highlights of the game is Tatiana serving, as well as Anna Fuchs serving, John.
Yeah, she's serving well so far.
Oh, jinxed her, John. Jinxed her like,
yeah. This could be an opportunity for York Prep to get on a roll here. Your best server just doesn't get it over.
number 11 to serve for York Prep. Number 11 serves it. Oh, no. Rachel called for it and did not call for it. Called it and backed off.
Can't do that.
The score is now tied. 15-15.
With 10 points to go.
Serve. Rachel actually gets it this time to number 5. Back to Rachel. Gets it. Nice rally here. Number 4 to a nonchalant. Holly not ready because of the nonchalantness
Holly
of number
not
5.
ready. Can't just like throw your arm at it. Now York Prep has taken the lead. Oh, that could have been.
Tatiana. So Rachel hits it over. Number 5. Ricochet to number 5.
Was that Tatiana to Julia?
I think that was a substitution, as will be right back.
I'm not quite sure what it was. But someone in
And
the
we're back
front has a nice
here with a
deflection
serve by Serena Epstein.
over the net, caught them off guard.
Serena to 4. To 5, to 15, the star player for this team. And unfortunate, Tati not in the right place. In the right place, but not ready for that one.
17-16.
In favor of York Prep. Number 15. Wow, that was violent.
Look, there you go. Nice shot
Tati
by
to
Anna.
15
Really
to
nice
5.
job
Gets
by
it over
Anna.
her head. A nice jump by number 3. The short.
Birch had an opportunity there to break her serve. That would have been a big momentum. That really would have been good.
The score is now 18-16 York Prep. Not looking great for the Lions, but that one is looking great as it can't get over from the powerhouse of number 15.
A lot of unforced errors.
In the front, we have senior Ari Behar, as well as Anna Fuchs and Rachel Berliner. In the back, Julia, Serena, Tatiana. Anna's ready. And can't get it over. Unfortunate, 19-17. Don't know why they're subbing out number 4 at this pivotal time. I'd let her go the other way.
Oh, no, it's because they're up 2-0.
Number 3 gets it right over to Anna Fuchs. She tips it to Rachel.
Oh.
Ari takes it, which is fine. Number 5 to number 6. Single hands it to Tati. To number 15. Back to number 5. To number 6. Single hands it again. Rachel.
Look,
Oh, and that's a grown woman's move by number 5. Showing confidence, checking into the game number 34. Gabby Ringler checking into the game number 3. Anna Fuchs, number 3. 22-17. That's a nice serve for number 3.
Whoa,
Serena calls for
what was Gabby?
and no one's there for York Prep. Score 2018. Feels like we're in 2018, back at sports. Nice. Ari Behar, that's out. Ari
When
almost,
you're trying to come back, it's really just a gut punch. You can't. Unforced errors are really.
21-18 here at Lenox Hill Neighborhood House, and potentially the final game for these Lions varsity team.
Oh.
Tati doesn't know if she wants to go up or down.
No, Tati didn't know if she wanted to hit her or not. We will never know if that was going in or not.
That's number 5. Julie Rosenstock to no one. 23-18 in favor of York Prep. 2 points remaining for Birch to at least get some momentum. Nice serve, and the count to it. This is the last point, and we're going to be over here for the last point. Potentially the last
This
serve
could be the
of the
nail
season.
in the coffin with their second best player.
To Tatiana, trying to keep this game going, and the game is done. Unfortunate for the Birch-Watson Lennox Lions as they are defeated 0-3. York Prep wins 3-0 here at Lenox Hill Neighborhood House. A nice gesture, waving to the COVID policies as the season looks to be finished. Potentially there could be a playoff game, but at this moment
We'll see how the other games.
We are unsure.
Are we done?
And this marking our final volleyball game being called here for the season. It's been a little bit tough to get footage here in Lenox Hill, but we are so grateful for Andrew Kaplan. Thank you for doing all photo and video, as well as Jack Schur, one of our commentators. Harris Whiton subbing in today, as well as John Berk. Thank you, John, for joining us today. I'm William Rosen.
And I'm John Berk.
And signing off for a 0-3 defeat from York Prep against BWL Varsity Volleyball.